Democrats across the state opted to stay the course when it comes to who they want to serve as governor.
Incumbent Ned Lamont has been declared the winner in the Democratic primary, beating State Representative Josh Elliott. Your reporter Taylor Knight continues our team coverage here in Hartford this morning to explain how each candidate now plans to move forward.
Well, it was a quick night for both Lamont and Elliott. The Associated Press called the race just about a half hour after those polls closed last night. Governor Ned Lamont got an easy primary victory over State Rep Josh Elliott. The governor says he's looking forward to the general election this November against Ryan Fazio and says the two big issues in our state are affordability and opportunity.
Affordability lets you to get by. Opportunity says, let's get ahead. I want each and every one of you and your kids and your grandchildren to know Connecticut is a state where you can get ahead with opportunity.
As for his challenger, Josh Elliott, he admitted that his campaign was always an uphill battle, but that forcing Lamont into a primary is a signal that Democrats want to see more from their party. Elliott said he wants his supporters to vote for Lamont, but he also wants to hold the governor accountable.
This was an incredible amount of work, and it was born by love and joy and anger at this inability to move forward, but we all know that better is possible. Onwards and upwards. Let's hold Ned Lamont accountable, but let's make sure that we beat Ryan Fazio in November.
The election is Tuesday, November 3rd. That election will decide who sits in the governor's office here at the Capitol. Your reporter live in Hartford, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Taylor.